Well, I know it's not a good idea to ask more than one question at a time, but I'm going to ask you three. So
go for it.
So you have all these collaborative efforts that you have with, resources. So how do you find them? Is there a vetting process? And what's in it for the providers?
It's a really great question. So questions, I should say.
Yeah, you got three that time.
Well, I think that doing a lot of networking has been great, just because it is an opportunity to meet other industry providers in these separate fields. Mm-hmm. It's also having an opportunity to talk to the other providers that have been in the fields about some of the other providers to get their personal experience on just interactions, working relationships, things of that nature. That has been unbelievably helpful. And I will say that I have been very, very lucky so far that the majority of individuals that I've met have been wonderful. I think that as far as for the question on what's in it for the providers, at the end of the day, embracing endings is really a place to kind of qualify individuals that might be appropriate for a certain industry provider. For both of them, really, for the industry provider's benefit, but also for the client benefit. The whole point is to make the process just a little bit more seamless.
Right.
So at that point, if you're getting introduced to someone, they already know how you operate. They already kind of know how you work. Some of the basic questions have been answered. So then you might be interacting with somebody that is going to go to the next step with you in whatever your business cycle is.
Right. It just makes things smoother.
Exactly.
Less stressful.
Exactly.
How do your clients find you?
Great question. So we are growing our social medias, so Facebook and Instagram, our website, of course, embracingendings.com, and LinkedIn. And, they can always call the office line as well. So, but we are going to start having some brochures up and around Bergen County and Morris County as well. So I'm looking forward to that too.
Okay. I'm so curious about social media marketing. What do you put out there? So how do you do that?
I'm so curious about social media marketing too, because I am the worst millennial that you will ever meet on this. It really has been a very interesting learning process for me, just because I don't use social media personally. So doing it from a business perspective has been a little bit of a learning curve.
Yeah.
But it really is just putting out information, helpful tips, little free resources, things like that someone might be able to save or send to someone else that might be going through it that, could find it helpful.
Good. And then they see you on social media or whatever, and then call you.
Exactly.
Most of the people call you?
Most of the people will go in and either use the link that we have and schedule a session from there, or they'll go to the website and they'll fill out the contact form, and then that will get sent through, and then we'll set up whatever the correct call is from there as well.
Do you have a calendar on there? They can make an appointment with you right from the website?
Yes.
That's wonderful. Yeah. It's a great idea, right?
Absolutely.
Just make an appointment right away and you'll be there for them.
Exactly.
Very nice. I think now the question that we've gone through so many things that might be on people's minds is, how much does this invaluable service cost?
Great question. So I always do like to say how I do offer a free 15-minute consultation just to kind of see where someone's at, have a conversation. We do have 3 separate tiers. So the first tier would be $75. It's a 30-minute call. You get your list of industry providers with descriptions and some free resources. The navigation call is $275. That's anywhere from 45 to 60 minutes. That's really going to be your deep dive. That is, how does this industry provider work? How do they get paid? What questions should I have prepared? What documents might I need before going into this? So it's really getting them educated. So then if they do have to do the process again, now they kind of have a playbook, and they also get a little packet afterwards with everything written down so they can kind of have their notes. They have everything in one spot. And then we have the concierge service. That's a monthly fee of $325.
Okay.
And that's really for the ongoing support.
Do you after the deep dive and you give them their resources, do you have a follow-up, like kind of debriefing phone call with them as well, or no, that doesn't happen?
Yeah, we'll always do a follow-up call. Normally it's just about a 15-minute call. A lot of people too will just at that point kind of email as well, because we sort of covered exactly what they could expect. But again, once they are in the hands of the industry provider, then it really is up to the industry provider to give the best advice, just because we're not licensed or certified to be giving any kind of advice that would be considered legal, financial, medical, anything along those lines. So I can kind of prep someone, but once they're sort of there, certain questions at that point then would really fall to the professional.
And you make that clear to the clients when you're consulting with them.
Yeah, absolutely.
When you can be available, when you have to, there's a hard stop.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yep. Do you accept any kind of VA benefits, Medicare, Medicaid, other social service benefits?
Not at this point in time, but when we grow, I hope we do.
Yeah, good.
That's going to be amazing.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. There's a lot of benefits out there for
absolutely
people at their disposal, so they need to use them. Well, one final question.
Yes.
You have a lot of experience in End of Life Matters, collaborating with so many different services for your clients. What personal insights can you give the audience?
I think that the one thing I will say, and I've said this to Austin before, that life is meant to be enjoyed, not endured. And if you need help, that's okay. There are so many resources out there, and really the goal of Embracing Endings is to help everybody live well and leave well.
Well, thank you so much for your compassionate work and coming and talking with me.
This is great. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.